Hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna be continuing off where we left off last time for Tsukihime. I haven't streamed in a while. It's kind of because my family has been on like this cleaning the house kick, so it's a little unpredictable on when my help is needed. But I think I'll be good to at least get through another chapter. So I decided why not start streaming now. Yeah. Last time we literally fucking killed somebody. So we'll see what happens this time. And we're just gonna go back and continue where we left off. Okay. Let me get some more. Oh, there's like nothing in here. Okay. When I come to, it's morning. Maybe the rain stopped. I can't hear it anymore. It seems clouded outside, and the sunlight through the window is dim. Taking a deep breath, I get out of bed. I didn't sleep well last night. Over and over, as I was about to fall asleep, that scene would replay in my mind and keep me awake. A crimson floor and limbs everywhere. Reason and memory are liabilities at times like these. They force me to remember things I only want to forget. It's just a dream. Why am I so bothered by it? Yes, just a dream. I should forget it quickly, without a moment's delay. Knock, knock. Someone knocks on the door. It's past 6 o'clock in the morning. Who could it be this early? Excuse me. Shiki-sama, are you awake? Yeah, I've been sleeping since yesterday afternoon, so I'm awake early. So what about you, Hisui? What's happening at this time in the morning? Hisui falls silent. Actually, now that I look carefully, I notice she has my school uniform in her hands. I see. You brought me a change of clothes. Yes, I am sorry. I have shown you something you do not wish to see. Hisui keeps silent. What is it I didn't want to see? I don't get it at all. I don't understand, but thanks anyway. Just leave the clothes there. I'll get changed soon and go to the sitting room. Hisui nods in assent. Very well then. Please excuse me. What the hell is that about? Hisui begins walking silently, only to suddenly turn around. Shiki-sama. If you have the time, I will also prepare a bath for you. A bath? In the morning? Yes. You are terribly dirty, Shiki-sama. Would it not be best for you to wash before you go to school? Hisui asked me with her usual lack of expression and in disinterested voice. Now that she mentions it, I am dirty. I did collapse from anemia in the park yesterday after all, so it's not unnatural. How fucked up is he? Yeah, would you mind doing that for me? I'll have time for that before I go to school if it's this early. I understand. Please come to the bathroom in about 20 minutes. Hisui sets down my uniform and leaves the room. It's still 6 o'clock in the morning. With nothing to do, I spend the 20 minutes in my room staring at the ceiling. I enter the bath and pour water over my head, which makes me feel a little refreshed. I take a deep breath as the cold water soaks my hair. What a terrible dream. There's gotta be something wrong with me, having a dream where I kill a beautiful woman like that. If just one day living in an unfamiliar mansion is enough to give me dreams like that, I hate to think what the days ahead are going to be like. Sigh. I've really gotta get it together. I clear my head with another splash of cold water and wash myself. Ow. I feel a sting as the towel touches my throat. What's this? I look at my neck in the mirror. How did this happen? My throat is red and swollen. It's almost as if I injured it by repeatedly throwing up. Sure. I return to my room and change into my uniform. It's barely 7 o'clock. Astounded at how much clearer my head feels after the bath, I pick up my bag and leave the room. Kohaku-san has just come out of the sitting room when I go down the stairs. Good morning, Shiki-san. You sure are early today. Kohaku-san makes a bow while smiling. And you look refreshed too. Have you just had a bath? Yeah, I just took one. That's amazing, Kohaku-san. Can you tell? I can tell just by looking at you, because your hair isn't dry, Shiki-san. You certainly look cuter after you've had a bath. Oh. I avert my gaze just a little as I am faced with that warm, carefree smile. It's kind of embarrassing. Please hold on for just a minute. I'm going to prepare some breakfast now. Eh? Breakfast? I guess she means something to eat. Such a trivial thing causes me to remember the color of blood. I don't have much of an appetite at the moment. Is a Western-style breakfast like yesterday fine with you, Shiki-san? Yeah. I really don't mind. So, breakfast, huh? That bath felt so good that I almost forgot about it. Really? You didn't eat last night either, so I was talking to Hisui-chan about how maybe the sound of your stomach might have woken you up. No, sadly that's not the case. I've been a light eater since I was little, so I often skip 1 or 2 meals at a time. That's not good. I see. Now that you mention it, you've got a nice body without any excess meat on you. Could it be that you're a vegetarian? Perhaps. Come to think of it, I get the feeling that all I ate at the Armia house were vegetables. Kohaku-san busily heads back down to the sitting room. But I don't feel like eating right now. It's alright, Kohaku-san. I'll go to school without eating today. Tell Akiha for me. Bye. I head towards the doorway. Suddenly my arm is tightly grabbed. Shiki-san, eh? I can't believe it. Kohaku-san is angry. What are you saying, Shiki-san? Haven't you looked in the mirror this morning? Well, I took a look in the bathroom mirror. You're lying. You wouldn't say something like that if you looked even once. Kohaku-san is seriously angry. Come to think of it, when I saw my face in the mirror, I think I saw death warmed over. I'll be fine. It's just that I don't have a lot of blood in me, so I look worse than normal people. This won't do. You won't grow without eating breakfast. If you don't have an appetite, I'll prepare you something easy to eat. So please go to the dining room. Holding onto my arm, she drags me towards the sitting room. I've got no choice. I really don't feel like going along with this, but I'll have to accept Kohaku-san's good intentions. Good morning, Nii-san. How do you feel? Akiha greets me reservedly. That firmness about her yesterday is gone. I guess it's because she's worried about me. Good morning. I'm feeling, well, good in a certain way. Returning her greeting, I head towards the dining room. Please wait here, Shiki-san. I'll call you when it's ready. Kohaku-san disappears into the living room by herself, leaving me, the downcast-looking Akiha, and Hisui, who stands emotionlessly by the wall. This is kind of awkward. Nii-san, about last night, is it true that you collapsed in the park? Seems so. I don't really remember it myself, but if that's what Kohaku-san and Hisui say, then it must have been what happened. Oh, stop talking like it's someone else's problem, Nii-san. You have a weak body, so if you ever feel bad, please contact the mansion. I will send someone to pick you up right away. Hey, listen, there's no need for that. I'm not like a primary school kid. I can make it home by myself no matter how bad I feel. Then I guess the fact that you could not make it home last night means you are a child. It sucks to admit it, but Akiha is right. Yesterday was different. That kind of thing is really rare. Look, just because I have chronic anemia doesn't make my body weak. There's no reason for you to worry about every little thing, Akiha. Yesterday was, you know, just a terminal case of bad timing. That's all. A terminal case? Please do not use such inconspicuous words, Nissan. Damn, she uses some big words. You have only just come back to the mansion. What would I do if you died? Akiha is seriously angry. We are pissing everybody off this morning. Jeez. You take things too easily, Nissan. Please take better care of yourself. Even if you tell me that, I don't push myself as it is. I'm not in any clubs, and I do everything the doctor says. You'd have to put me in a sanitarium for me to get any better care. Yes, I would love to do that if I could. Avoiding my gaze, Akiha says something very frightening. As for Hisui, she's standing by the wall like a statue. I'm at a loss for conversation. There's still some time before we eat, so... I feel like we haven't really talked to Kohaku, so... Let's talk about Kohaku. Akiha. About Kohaku-san. Yes? What about Kohaku? She's a really nice person, isn't she? I was just scolded by her in the hallway. You won't grow without eating breakfast, she said. That sounds like something she would say. Do you like Kohaku, Nissan? No, that's not what I mean. I was just surprised because I was never scolded like that when I was at the Armiya household. Thanks to her, it doesn't seem like I'll be able to skip breakfast from now on. That's right. You are anemic after all, so it would not do you good to skip breakfast. The dizziness isn't really linked to my diet, but I just nod obediently. Shiki-san, it's ready. I can hear Kohaku-san's voice from the dining room. Right, so I'm going to get some grub. Oh, Nissan, please refrain from talking in such an unrefined manner. Akiha shoots me a sharp glare. Ah, you've finally gone back to normal. I liked you more when you were calm because you were worried about me. I was not worrying about you, Nissan. Akiha quickly looks away. Looking at her with a faint smile, I go to the dining room. I'm escorted outside by Hisui. Please take care. Saying the same thing she always does, she continues to stare at me. Shiki-sama, what happened to you last night? Last night? Nothing in particular. I was just feeling sick at school, so I left early. I was on my way back when... On my way back? I just collapsed in the park. Well, I guess I was just being careless like Aki has said. Yeah, I'll be careful from now on. I'm not placing any blame on you, Shiki-sama, but you look like you were pushing yourself this morning. Please take care along the way. Hisui makes a deep bow and sees me out. As I approach the school, I begin to catch sight of more and more students in uniforms. It's Saturday, so most of them are smiling while they walk. It's only a little way to the main gate while I pass this intersection. It's still only 7:30. Looks like I'll be able to get to school with time to spare today. The light turns red and I stop in front of the crosswalk. The school fence is just on the other side. Since it's a school path, the footpath is protected by a guardrail. Even now, the students in front of me are headed towards the school gate. There's no one but students from our school on the other side at this time of day. There should be no one but the students. But between the cars rushing by, I feel like I catch a glimpse of someone in white. Oh, what? She is there, dressed in white with golden hair down to her shoulders. Long, slender brows and red eyes. I've seen her only once before, but there's no way I can mistake her for someone else. But that's impossible. I killed her myself yesterday, cutting her into pieces. What? No. Even that's a lie. It's all just a dream. Hisui told me so. No, she didn't say anything of the sort. It's just that I wanted to believe it was a dream. Then it really wasn't a dream. But then, why? Why does she exist as real as anything? The light turns green. The students around me walk towards the other side. I'm the only one amongst them who stands there stunned. She sits on the rail, her legs swinging idly as if she's waiting for someone. I can't tell how long she's been waiting, but her expression isn't a grim one. Who is she waiting for? She fidgets restlessly as if she were waiting for her lover. I have a bad feeling about this. Ah. The girl in white looks over in my direction. It's probably nothing more than a coincidence, okay, I'm sure. She's just a stranger who looks like her. She must be waiting for someone else. If not, then moment must surely be a bad dream. Then this moment must surely be a bad dream too. After all, I completely and utterly killed her with my own hands. But she's looking this way and smiling, looking very satisfied at having found the person who killed her. Her smile seems to say, "You've finally come." Giving a familiar wave and a smile, she hops off the guardrail. Fluttering her hair, she heads towards me. Don't come. This is a bad dream. The light turns red. Don't come near me. She doesn't even look like she cares, walking straight across the street while the cars pass by. There's only a few meters between us. I'm telling you not to come. The reality before my eyes does not change even when I scream out. Screaming in a voice even I don't understand, I run from the girl in white. I run. I run with all my strength. With no regard to embarrassment or shame, I blast through the passerbys, running full speed across the asphalt. My breathing is wild and my heart screams out, but still I run. I feel like I'm going to go crazy if I don't. I look behind me. The girl in white is walking towards me. She's definitely following me. The girl I've killed is chasing me. That's more than enough reason for me to run. My heart feels like it's about to explode, but I ignore it and keep running. When I look back, the girl is still there. With those light footsteps, she follows me as I run away. My head droops down. My arms feel heavy. My legs feel like they're going to tear off. But despite that, I'm running with all my strength, and yet I can't get away from someone just walking after me. My breathing is out of control. I feel like I've run several kilometers, but even so, when I look back, she's always there, walking towards me. Naturally, like she's taking a stroll, she follows right behind me. It's not funny, but I begin to laugh. I can't stop laughing, but even so, I run. My body complains that I'll die if I run anymore, but I keep running. The reason is simple. If she catches me, she'll kill me for sure. I ask myself what I base that on, trying to shake it off as mere imagination. But even as I try to console myself, I am the one who knows best it's true. There's no reason, no basis, no evidence. I already know that as a fact, if she catches up to me, I will be killed. Pathetically, I collapse on the ground. I fall forward, not because I tripped, but because I simply can't move my body a single step further. Laying there, collapsed, I somehow manage to crawl my way to the wall. I try to pull myself up against the wall, but it's no good. My knees lose their strength as I try to rise, and I collapse back down. My body won't move anymore. I look up as I breathe. It hurts. I don't have enough oxygen. I can't think properly because of it. I can't even tell what I'm doing anymore. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why? Why? I don't even know why the girl I've killed is alive. Unmistakably, I've utterly and completely killed her in the most final way imaginable. So why? How can she be waiting for me in front of my school, smiling? I'm sure I killed her. That's right. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her, so why? Oh, is the chase over already? With light footsteps, she comes into the alley, shrugging her shoulders in disappointment. Hello. You really gave me some trouble yesterday. With a warm smile, she comes into the alley. I've got to run away, thinking that I retreat, only to hit my head against a concrete wall. The chase is already over, right? This is a dead end after all. There's no need to worry about anyone coming along or interfering. She smiles, looking very happy. Panicking, I look around at my surroundings. A desolate alley. I'm disgusted at my stupidity. Running away here is like asking her to kill me. It's been a long time. 18 hours since then. I finally found you. She takes another step into the alley. You. What? I definitely. Yes. I'm the girl you killed yesterday. I'm glad you remember. That can't be true. There's no way that can happen. Don't be ridiculous. Dead people can't be alive. That's true, but there's no need for you to be so surprised. I just revived, that's all. With that curt response, she takes another step, the sound of it reaching my ears. The distance between us gradually decreasing. Revived? Stunned, I repeat her phrase back at her. Revived? Like some doctor saved her with some surgery? Don't be stupid. There's no way any human could revive from being cut apart like that. Yeah. Then again, I'm not human. Huh? Her words are so simple, like there's no way I could have misinterpreted them. I'm not human. So what's the girl in front of me? That's what the girl in front of me said. You're not human? Geez, isn't that obvious? Do you think there's a human being out there who can revive after being cut into pieces? There's no way a human like that could exist. Something like that is just a monster who looks human. Something that revives even when killed. Something that death is irrelevant to. Something that quickly returns to normal and starts moving even after being cut into pieces into something you can call human. No way. That seems like the girl right before my eyes. I try to laugh, but my throat is so dry I can't. What the hell is that? It's not exactly a funny story. Besides, there's too many things in this story that aren't funny. Because definitely, if she's not a human, that explains why she's alive even after I've killed her. I start to calm down. This is a situation where I've got to observe everything and think it over. You said you're not human. So what are you? Me? I'm called a vampire. To put it in your terms, I'm a monster who lives off their human blood. Ah, good. Vampire is at least something I can easily understand. I see. You're a vampire. She smiles in satisfaction to indicate her assent. What a crazy reply. I've heard that vampires can't walk around during daytime. I can't speak. But I guess that's a trivial matter right now. So what does this monster want from me? For some reason she recoils as if surprised. After a moment she puts her hands on her hips and looks at me, irritated. Have you forgotten what you did to me yesterday? Even though you didn't know me, you cut me apart the moment we met. You've got to be pretty used to this to ask me what I want with you now. She looks more disgusted than angry, but right now that's how I feel too. Because someone I've killed is complaining to me about me killing her. Hey, are you listening, murderer? Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry, could you shut up for just a minute? I'm reflecting on how unlucky this is, even for me. Sheesh. I have the worst luck. There was a girl I wanted to kill for no reason, and I killed her on pure impulse. My memory wasn't clear after that, so I calmed down, thinking it was just a dream, but it turned out to be real. What's more, it turns out the person I killed isn't even a human. I can't help but laugh. But it's not all bad. If the person I killed has come back to life, then that means I haven't actually killed anyone, right? Well, I suppose that fact remains that if I killed someone, but she's still alive, and that's something I should honestly be happy about. Yeah, with this, I should be able to get back to living my normal life. A normal school life, just like I did up until now. Well, in exchange, I seem to have been cornered by this strange person, but you might argue that it's a heck of a lot better than becoming a murderer. Okay, I've calmed down. If you've got something to say, I'll listen. Complaints, grudges, whatever. Talk all you want. Yeah, I've got a whole lot of things to say to you, but you're weird. I'm just taking everything in right now. You could say I've built up a resistance to weird stuff like this. I don't think of it as. I don't think it's of much help in this case, though. She stares at me. It isn't malicious. It's strange. I thought that to get someone back when. I thought that to get someone back when they got you was one of the most common laws in the world. Then she should be trying to kill me, but. What are you staring at? You're here to get revenge, right? Then. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to kill you back, in theory. I'll kill you if you really want me to, but otherwise I'll pass for now. It's not very efficient that way. She stares at me head on. So, are you sorry? Eh? I'm stunned for a moment. The things she says are so out of place. I'm asking you if you're sorry for killing me. I'm thinking about forgiving you if you are, you see. Besides, I get the feeling you're a pretty bad liar for a human. Sorry, me? Yep. If you apologize to me, then I'm fine with that. This is unbelievable. What's so unbelievable? Not the person I killed is forgiving me, but her voice sounds so kind. Hey, you have to give an answer when people ask you seriously, you know. Come on, hurry up and answer. We can't get on with things until we make it clear whether or not you're sorry. She is angry. Am I sorry, she asks? That goes without saying. Yeah, I regret it. No matter what the reason is, I did kill someone. Without mercy or reason. I just killed for myself. I do regret the fact that I killed someone. But more importantly, the person I killed was you, and so it's a lie that it's alright if she's alive. It's a fact that I killed her. It's the ultimate violation, the greatest violence possible. So you can get your revenge on me. I thought it was only natural you'd be here to get revenge. I hang my head, mumbling like I'm confessing to someone. I see. You're not a bad person. She smiles. Despite calling herself a vampire, she has a very honest face. I've decided. I'm going to make you help me. Help her? What is she talking about? Hey, what do you mean by helping you? It's simple. I'm going to get you to help me deal with the vampire which took root in this town. Hold on, I'm getting more and more confused. Dealing with vampires? But you're a... Oh, no. I am a vampire, but the vampire in this town is a different kind altogether. You live here, don't you? Then you should know about the murders that have been occurring lately, right? Yeah, quite a few people have been killed already. Hey, wait. I remember now. Come to think of it, all the killer's victims had their blood extracted or something, didn't they? Don't tell me that. Exactly. Even the news is saying stuff like the work of a vampire, right? It's a funny thing. They obviously know what kind of creature is doing it, but no one is going around trying to vanquish it. That's why I've got no choice but to do it for them. Wait, but vampires don't exist. She lowers her brows in annoyance. Oh, that's right. There's an unidentified person standing in front of me claiming to be a vampire herself. I don't really understand, but what you're trying to say is that you're here in this town to exterminate vampires, right? That's right. But before I could, I was attacked and killed by some unknown killer. Yeah, that really got me. It was a perfect surprise attack and I was cut into 17 pieces without a chance to do anything. Ugh, I see. She must mean me. That's right. And so I was fully recovered like this. I was really planning to kill you, you know. That's the first time anyone's embarrassed me like that. And it took about 80% of my power to fully recover. But more importantly, it really, really hurt. It was so painful I thought I was going to go crazy. However, the pain was so great, it restored my sanity. Do you know what it's like experiencing that over and over for a whole night? I don't know. Actually, I don't want to know. So, full of hatred, I went out to look for you. I was so worked up that I didn't even care about the vampire. The very reason why I'm here. I knew you were a student, so that's why I waited over there for you. I don't get it. If you hate me so much, why are you forgiving me? Let's see. To put it simply, I calmed down after a while. I already used up a lot of power, and I thought that it would be more efficient to use you as a shield than to kill you. Hold on. You just said something really bad for me. Did I say something like that? You said you were going to use me as a shield. Of course. I already did forgive you, but that's just my personal feelings. You've got to atone for your murder through action, not just emotion, right? Well, even if you ask me. What's with you? I can't tell when you're being sincere and when you're not. Let me repeat it again. You killed me. You probably can't imagine it, but it takes a lot of energy to regenerate once you've been killed. Well, actually, it wouldn't be a big deal if you had just killed me, but the way you killed me was something I've never seen before. I couldn't heal the wounds, so I had no choice but to remake my body parts. That's why it took so much energy to revive. She looks angry. I would be pissed off too. It seems like she's recalling her forgotten anger while she talks. Anyhow, I'm weak right now. I think I'll be able to recover after 2 nights, but if the enemy attacks before then, I'll be in danger. That's why for now, I'll have you be my shield. You'll have me do it? What are you doing, deciding everything by yourself? What? This is all your fault to begin with, so isn't that much to be expected? Oh, are you not sorry after all? She looks straight at me with honest eyes. This is unfair. Sorry or not, using those eyes is unfair. It's unfair she has such pure eyes after that when she claims she's a vampire. I'm, stuck for an answer. I lift my gaze. Huh? What is it? Something odd is there in the gap between the buildings. Hold on. What's that? I get up and walk. I walk to the middle of the alley and finally realize what it is. A blue-colored bird. A crow, to be precise. A blue crow. The inconspicuous thing I saw 2 nights ago. Oh man. The girl murmurs. The crow just stares at us. Geez, thanks to your slowness, he found us. The girl looks at the entrance to the alley. Found us? Who? I cast my gaze towards the alley entrance. Then, I take a step back in shock. Before I knew it, a dog had appeared in the narrow path running into the alley. Oh. It has 4 tough legs and a tense neck like steel frame. That form, far removed from that as a human, was one made solely for hunting. It doesn't need to resort to verbal intimidation. Most humans would become nervous just by looking at that kind of hunting beast. As a fellow life form, it inspires awe by its dishearteningly superior athletic ability. A black dog? I start to shake. The black dog looking in our direction isn't small like a stray. As big as a German Shepherd or Doberman, it just stands there, menacing us. The girl says nothing, but looks at the dog with disinterested eyes. Then, suddenly, the black dog jumps. No, it's running, but with a speed that makes it seem like it's jumping. I can't do anything. The black dog jumps straight for my throat. I can see it. I can see its black body moving towards me. But I don't even have the time to think about dodging it. Thud. I feel a shock on my body. I was hit hard from the side. It's not the black dog. It seems the girl pushed me before it could crush my throat. With an easy movement, just like someone throwing a ball, she hurls me into the wall using just one hand. With a terrific wham, I fall on my rear. Why, you. What in the world are you doing? Never mind that, keep your eyes in front, the girl yells. I look, having lost sight of me, its target. The black dog bounds towards the wall. Sticking to the wall like a lizard, it jumps again. It bounces from the wall towards me. The dog's path is like black lightning. Ugh. It's so fast I can't react. The black dog opens its mouth, filled with teeth and saliva. This time it clamps down towards my windpipe. I close my eyes. The dog's teeth sink into my throat. But in that instant, the dog lets out a yelp and releases me. That's impossible. The black dog lets out a scream and leaps straight up. There is nothing there, but nonetheless it flies high into the sky by itself. Just like that, the black dog, after going several meters into the sky, makes a scream and falls back down into the concrete. No, perhaps more accurately, it was hit into the concrete. What was that? Geez, you just made me waste more of my energy. The girl quietly approaches the black dog. It is crushed against the concrete like a pressed flower. That's quite a mongrel of a familiar. I suppose it was some kind of scout. The black dog liquefies into some kind of tar-like substance and is absorbed into the concrete. It melted. No, maybe it's just dissolving. It can't be, can it? There's no way chaos would be in a place like this. Heaving a long sigh, she approaches me. Oh? You don't seem to be hurt, so there's no problem. She's mumbling something. My throat, I can still feel the dog's teeth sinking into it. Hey, what was that thing? A familiar of an enemy vampire. We were discovered because you weren't being clear. Discovered? You mean by the enemy vampire you mentioned? Yeah, this isn't good. It looks like I really need you as a shield now. She says so casually and with a smile. Stop saying such crazy things, you idiot. You saw me. What do you think I can do? You're a lot better off by yourself. Not really. With the power I just used to protect you, I really am empty now. What in the world? I'm grateful she helped me just then, but still. I can't do it. I can't. I don't have the power to drive away something like that. Sorry, but I can't even be a shield. Liar. You killed me. Why would you lie after doing something like that? That was something I don't even understand myself. No. Look, I can't do it. I'm just a normal human. I can't help you. Not true. All you have to do is keep watch while I sleep. That's it. You can do that much without problems, right? That's... She looks straight at me. Somehow those eyes are making me weaker. Okay. Let's go along with it. For some reason I can't decline. I did kill her after all. It's my fault she's weak and has to ask others for help. It's my responsibility. Besides, although I've already known her for a little while, she doesn't seem like a bad person. So how about it? Can a human like you cooperate with a vampire like me? Well, that would be the obvious answer, but... don't look at me with those eyes. Why is it? It's making me feel overcome with guilt and unable to refuse. But now that I've gotten myself into this mess, I won't be able to sleep at night if I just deny all of responsibility. Man, I just know I'm going to regret this. So yeah, I think I could probably do it. The enemy is the serial killer, right? If a resident of this town, As a resident of this town, I'd probably be struck with some kind of divine punishment if I refused to help you. You mean, I'm not going to be your shield, but if it's just being your lookout, I'll do it. I feel disgusted at how stupid I am as soon as those words are out of my mouth. I feel disgusted, but there's something about her deeply shocked expression that's, wow, are you serious? I'm really a vampire, you know. Hey, listen. Why are you saying all this now after you threatened me so much? That's true, but... Well, whatever. If you're going to cooperate with me, then I should be grateful. Okay, guys, she's really cute. With a really happy expression on her face, she approaches me as I lie there on my rear, up against the wall. Our contract is established. She extends her hands towards me. I guess I can finally introduce myself now. I'm Arcued. My last name is really long, so just Arcued is fine for now. I'm a true ancestor type vampire. How about you? I heave a heavy sigh at her unprecedented introduction. It's a sign of resignation, evidence I've decided to accept this nonsensical situation. I'm Tono Shiki. Sadly, I'm just your everyday student. I've said it before, but I'm really not going to be much use. Grasping her Arcued's hand, I stand up. She takes a long, hard look at me, then offers her hand again. Nice to meet you, Shiki. You'll have to take responsibility for killing me. Arcued grins as she extends her left hand. Sigh. There's all sorts of responsibilities in this world. But this is probably the first and last time someone takes responsibility for helping someone they killed. Damn it, this is seriously messed up. But there's nothing else I can do. I grudgingly extend my left hand and shake hands with the woman in white claiming to be a vampire. This is a pretty nice room. I'd have no problem spending the night here. Arcued looks around the hotel room. I've got nothing to say for now. My room was probably already discovered, so let's hide out here for the night. Oh, you don't have to worry about money. I'm rich, so I'll treat you. Okay, mommy. Speaking cheerfully, Arcued closes the curtains. She also turns off the lights and the room becomes as dark as night. I sigh. What are you thinking, Arcued? I'm thinking all sorts of stuff. No, that's not what I mean. I'm asking you why you rented a high-class hotel, not a cheap one, and why you rented out the whole top floor. I tried to say this, but I stopped. Right now my job is to guard this so-called vampire and nothing more. I'm not going to ask any useless questions. No, forget it. Do whatever you like. You're weird, Shiki. Suddenly getting mad and going silent like that. I just don't get you. Arcued lies on the bed, smiling like she's having fun. I'm going to sleep until sun sets. You better rest until you have the chance. Vampires don't move about in the daytime, so you'll be on guard for real during the night. Do you realize you've just said something that completely contradicts your existence? Oh, it's alright for me. Oh, I guess it's almost my limit. Good night, Shiki. Wake me up when the sun sets. Hey! Like a machine whose power is cut off, Arcued suddenly falls asleep. She's so defenseless. Right now I could run away if I wanted to. She did force me to come with her after all. I could easily run away now. And I don't have that impulse anymore, but I even killed you once yet. How is she suddenly able to fall asleep despite that? I look at Arcuid's face as she sleeps on the bed. Her plump chest rises and falls. It looks like she's breathing, but her body isn't moving at all. It's like the air around her had stopped. It's so tranquil even I might stop moving. What a peaceful slumber. A kind of defenselessness, as if she has absolute trust in me, even though we've only just met. She's so stupid. She is so stupidly honest I might start to worry. But aside from all that, this is a turning point. This may very well be the point of no return for Tonoshiki. We're gonna commit to the bit, and we're gonna stay. I did promise after all. No matter what it was I promised, I can't break it. Arcuid is sleeping. Her face is a pale white like that of a sick person. Arcuid said she was weak. She said she was at her limit just a while ago, so I don't think she considered what I could do after she went to sleep. The room is quiet. We're on the 11th floor, the top floor. Shinsi rented out the whole floor. There are no other guests here. The only sound is Arcuid's breathing. When I see her like this, she really looks nightmarishly beautiful. That white, smooth skin and that silky, light blonde hair. The soft lines of her body and those long eyelashes that look like swift brush strokes. A perfect body, down to even small details, the like of which I've never seen before. No, to be more precise, the kind I never would have seen in my entire life. Vampire or not, Arcuid is a girl. I have to take responsibility for the fact she's so weak now, that she falls asleep instantly like she just did. You have to take responsibility for your own deeds. A part of my childhood education makes an appearance in my head. Sensei even told me. My eyes are strange, so they would in turn attract strange things. Then I should be prepared to take responsibility. At the very least, I should keep my promise and protect her for tonight. White. The kind you see when you wake up. That color calls some nostalgic memories to mind. A hot summer day. A blue sky and large columns of summer clouds. The scenery slowly wavers in the heat. The voice of cicadas. The sound of cicadas. Cicada shells are laying in the clearing. As if the sun is right by my side. The clearing is roasting. A hot midsummer's day. As if the entire world became a frying pan. Akiha is crying. Akiha, who would always obediently stay close behind me, is brimming forth with tears. A child lies collapsed at her feet, soaked in blood, killed. The corpse of a child about my age. A cast-off cicada shell. My two hands are red with the blood of that collapsed child. Shiki! The adults are coming. The fallen child is still dead. The adults are yelling. Did you kill him? That dream. A dream I'd forgotten even in my dreams. I feel like I remember. Shiki. Hey, wake up. The sun's already set. Someone is shaking me. A somewhat unfamiliar voice and the touch of a cold hand on my shoulder. Huh? Arcuid is standing right in front of me. She's already woken up and it's pitch black outside. I glance at the clock and it says it's already 8. It's not I told you to wake me up when the sun went down and you go and fall asleep? Crap. Sorry, I was feeling out of it. I don't remember when I fell asleep, but I'm sure it was while I was staring at Arcuid's sleeping face. Jeez. You'll lose your qualification as a bodyguard like that. If the enemy has attacked while we were both sleeping, we could have both died, you know. I said I'm sorry. Besides, you said it was safe during the daytime. I can't say that for sure. Familiars like that one we saw this morning could have come for us. Arcuid is angry. Well, she's got a right to be. I've gotten the right to talk when I, the bodyguard, dozed off while she was sleeping. And besides, I am a vampire, you know. How can you just sleep out there without feeling any danger? I don't want you to be afraid for no reason, but it'd be nice if you were at least tense enough not to sleep. I take that back. Arcuid doesn't seem to care that I didn't do my job as a bodyguard. She just doesn't seem to like the fact that I fell asleep. I can move my body a little better and wake up, only to find you sleeping there happily. You look so vulnerable. I was seriously starting to feel uneasy that I might not have the dignity befitting a vampire. Well, I don't think she has much dignity. You were just as vulnerable yourself. I killed you once before, remember? I can't guarantee I won't do it again, can you? Arcuid gives a surprised look, as if she only just realized. Now that you mention it, you're right. I wonder why I did that. I guess I just had complete confidence in you since we spoke in that alley. Well, saying that doesn't make me feel bad for her. Okay. Since you trust me so much, I'll try my best. So, should I just keep watch from now on? Yeah, until sunrise tomorrow. I can't leave the room, so be on guard if someone comes up to this floor. Be on guard, huh? Being on guard is going to do me no good if one of those black dogs from this morning comes for us. I let out a sigh. It's honestly scary as fuck when the music just like stops. As expected, this is too heavy a role for me. Let me ask you something. Was the black dog that attacked us this morning something your enemy sent out? I don't think so. It was probably for surveillance. His patrol route happened to pass through where you and I were talking, and it seems my presence was revealed as a result. Revealed? To your enemy? That's right. If I had been in perfect condition, it would actually save me some time. But right now, it's the opposite. If I were attacked now, I'd be the one annihilated. That's why I have to hide out like this for now until my power returns. Arcuid's enemy. In other words, the serial killer who's been causing the stir in this town. A vampire. Arcuid, I want to ask you something. Will you answer my question? I don't mind talking, but why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Yeah, I haven't asked you the most important thing yet. So, what's your ultimate objective here? Me? I'm here to hunt down the vampire. Killing vampires is my duty. Yeah, I do remember you saying something like that before. But you're a vampire, right? What? You still don't believe me? Oh, don't worry, I believe you so much it hurts. I'm asking why would you, a vampire, claim to be doing something as odd as killing other vampires? Oh. I don't like the idea of beings from the same species killing each other. Or you don't like the idea of beings from the same species killing each other? The act of killing doesn't actually make my list my favorite things. But she's right. I'm not comfortable with the idea of vampires killing vampires. No, it's just that I can't really imagine something like that happening. Vampires drain the blood of humans, right? So they should be killing humans, not vampires. Drinking blood and killing are different things. Well, even so, I know what you're trying to say. You think beings from the same species should help each other out, right? But vampires can be of the same species and still be different life forms. That's why they don't really have what you humans call a camaraderie. Then you're saying something makes you different from the vampire you're hunting? That's right. The one I'm after is a human vampire. Just like the stereotypical vampire from you humans' folklore. He kills humans by draining their blood, turning them into the dead, then uses them to increase his power and influence. That sort of vampire I hunt. The one lurking in this town is a sort of old-style vampire. That sort of vampire? It seems like there's different types. Don't tell me you want me to be your shield so you can get this guy. Yeah, that was my original intent, but after talking to you, I've changed my mind. You see, at first, I thought you were someone from the church, so I thought you might have information about the location of the enemy, but you turned out to be a perfectly ordinary person. You didn't even know about vampires, let alone the location of the enemy's coffin. Yeah, come to think of it, there's no way they'd send an exorcist from the Far East secular country like this one. I guess I didn't put enough thought into this. Arcued thinks out loud. Her conversation derails and I'm feeling a little left out. I don't follow you at all, Arcued. Hold on for a moment. Let's see. How should I explain this? With that, Arcued's gaze begins drifting. She doesn't seem used to holding a conversation. Don't worry about it. And just explain everything about the current situation. I don't understand any of this, but I might be able to see the general gist of things. Really? Thanks, Shiki. You don't have to thank me, just keep talking. Arcued nods obediently. Basically, the vampire currently in this town is an old-style vampire. He himself reigns as a lord and releases the dead he made into the city. By doing so, he increases his power bit by bit. He's a typical vampire in that he drains the blood of humans, and those humans become vampires themselves. He's not very powerful right now, as he doesn't have many dead serving him, but as the victims increase, so does his power. It would be best to destroy the main body before that happens, but I haven't found where he sleeps yet. He's hidden so well right now I can't even feel his presence. Even so, it's easy to take care of things once I find it, but I don't have any clues whatsoever, so I had no choice but to walk around town during the day to investigate. But then I suddenly got attacked by a passing killer, and now I'm temporarily weaker than the enemy vampire. Arcued shoots me a cold look. I guess she wants to say something to the passing killer. I see. I kind of understand the situation now. So in other words, some evil monsters are based in this town, and you're here to eliminate them? Since you didn't know where they were, you went looking for them, and that's when I, killed you. So now you're weakened and hiding out while you recover. Is that right? To put it simply, I think so. Then next is the main topic. You casually call yourself a vampire, but I still don't really understand that term. It's obvious you're not human, but that much I can see. But I don't get the feeling that you're a vampire either. That's true. I'm a little different from the type of vampire you know about. Indeed. I hadn't considered that vampires even existed at all, let alone a vampire like you. So what makes you different? Arcued thinks. Yes, I suppose it might be helpful to teach you a bit about us. Alright. Then the first period lessons will be Vampires 101. Okay, but what's with Vampires 101? You're an amateur at this, so you've got to start with the basics, right? That's why I'm going to start teaching you from the very beginning. Okay, whatever. Just keep it short. Well, I'll try my best. It really does seem like she's not used to talking. Well, we've got lots of time, so for now I guess I'll listen to Arcued without complaint. Although we're typically simply called vampires, we're divided into two main categories. Those who are vampires from the start, and those who become vampires. The former are called true ancestors, and the latter are called dead apostles. The ones who call vampires are the dead apostles. They drain the blood of humans and turn them into their slaves. They're weak against sunlight, and you can vanquish them with a baptism ritual. Our enemy is one of those dead apostles. It's gone from my enemy to our enemy. Well, I don't mind. She's not wrong considering the situation I'm in now. So you're saying these dead apostles aren't vampires from the start? What do you mean by that? Dead apostles were once humans. They've attained immortality through magic, or had their blood sucked by one of the true ancestors. Either way, the ones that become vampires become immortal, even though it's imperfect immortality. Those who were vampires from the beginning and humans who become vampires. What is this? I get the feeling that there's some kind of huge contradiction to all of this. It feels like some important fundamental is missing somewhere in this theory. Hey Shiki, how much do you know about vampire folklore? Let's see, just the usual stuff. They suck the blood of virgins. They can bind people just by looking at them. They can turn into mist and wolves. Just the usual stuff you hear about. Yeah, that's pretty much all true. They drain the blood of virgins because one's blood cells are most pure before one has exchanged bodily fluids with others. That makes virgins most suitable for repairing the vampire's own degenerating genes. The dead apostles, the ones that become vampires, have imperfect immortality. Since they became immortal, they won't die from old age. However, they need to replenish their energy frequently or they'll disappear. All living creatures need nutrients to be able to move, right? It's the same thing. It's just that vampires don't die from age as long as they take in the nutrients. The dead apostles suck blood because they need it to stay alive. Immortality is a strain on their originally human bodies. The genes that compose their bodies are different. When they become vampires, they begin to degenerate at an incredible rate. To make up for that, they must drain the blood of others in order to absorb genetic information and stabilize their own bodies. To a vampire, drinking blood is not like eating, but it's the minimum requirement for them to continue to exist. This sounds complex and long. I can't follow the logic, but Arcued nonetheless continues speaking. So, moving on. The ability to bind someone with just a look is a type of mystic eyes. Eyes and words are both common types of magic circuits, so there are many vampires who have mystic eyes. We usually possess the mystic eyes of enchantment. We don't enchant people by looking at them. Rather, we enchant those who look into our eyes. A powerful vampire using mystic eyes can impose his own will into the brain of another and completely dominate their thoughts. But the mystic eyes of a dead apostle don't have that much power. What you call turning into mist is really just making a spare body and controlling it via the will. Once the part serves its purpose, you cut the flow of magical energy to the offshoot and naturally it returns to dust. Wolves and other animal transformations are a byproduct of vampires repairing its damaged body from its familiars. For a vampire living a long time, stabilizing their bodies with normal lives is not sufficient. Humans are not fundamentally powerful animals, so it's more effective to repair one's body by absorbing beasts, as they surpass the human species in this respect. Vampires who repair their own bodies with beasts can return those beasts to their previous forms and use them as familiars when they need to. From what I've heard, there's even a 1,000-year-old vampire whose body is made up entirely of familiars. They say he contains 666 beasts within his body, or something like that anyway. I think Arcoed's getting a little too wrapped up in her own speech. To be honest, I'm not finding this world easy to understand. Yeah, that's about it. It's just an explanation of the very basics. But now, do you know what a vampire is? Well, I suppose. The reality of Arcoed being a vampire feels a bit harder and harder to accept. Now it's my turn. Actually, there's something important I've forgotten to ask you about too. What? You're not going to learn anything from me. I'm not a vampire or anything, just an ordinary student. Then let me ask you this, Shiki. How exactly did you kill me? Huh? I'm asking about the method you used. I'm resistant against stuff like runes and kablaha, so those don't work on me. The only things I'm not resistant against is magic I've yet to experience, which is probably limited to the ancient Shinto in this country and the treasures of South America. No, not even those could kill me that much. Answer me, Shiki. What kind of occult artifact did you use to incapacitate me to that degree? Occult artifact? What's that? A cataclysm which stores ideas and history. Geez, you've got sacred treasures in this country too, don't you? They're usually something like staffs and swords, jewels and masks, conceptual weapons that can be used against nature itself. Come on, Shiki. Are you sure you're not someone from one of those fields? What field? I told you I'm just a student. I don't know anything. That's a lie. There's no way a human like you, who's not even a magus, could hurt me. Are you hiding something from me, Shiki? Arkwig gives me an angry cat-like stare. But even if she looks at me like that, I'm not hiding anything. Oh, wait. Actually, there's one thing, but I'm not sure whether it's relevant, but Arkwig is still staring at me. It doesn't seem like I'll be able to keep quiet about it. Alright, I'll tell you, but how should I put this? I can see these lines that can be used to cut things. Eh? Oh, she's stunned. She should be. Normally, I don't think anyone would believe a story like this. What do you mean? Arkwig asks in a serious tone. She's not exactly normal. I would have known she would defy my expectations in a good way. I mean, I see these lines where things can be cut. Living things, the ground, anything touchable. It's like a black line, and I can cut things clean when I let anything sharp go through it. Does that mean anything to you? It's convenient to be able to cut steel with a knife and all, but it's not like I can always cut it anywhere I like. I can only cut things where I can see the lines. And when I cut you, well, you can cut a girl's skin with just a knife, right? Arkwig's eyes are serious as she glances at me. Those wild eyes that I've only seen once before. A gaze that could stop my breathing. I see. I thought the mystic eyes of death perception were only existed in fairy tales. But I guess there is someone who can use them. A mutated monster like you. What? I don't think a vampire can call me a monster. A monster is a monster. There isn't anyone, even amongst us, with mystic eyes that can see the death of things. See the death of things. Arkwig nods in affirmation with an immiscible gaze. A circuit must have opened in your eyes, Shiki. Were you born with eyes like that? No, they became like this a long time ago, but I wasn't born with them. Then you must have had at least one near-death experience at some point, right? It's true. 8 years ago I got into an accident where I almost died. Just as I suspected. You had the latent ability, but that must have been the trigger. The mystic eyes of death perception, huh? Yes, with those you could definitely kill even me. With a small sigh, Arkwig's eyes returned to normal. Arkwig, do you know something about these lines? Not to an extent you would, but I do have some information. What you see is the end of all things, the point where things die easily. To put it simply, the time of death for everything in existence. That is, death itself. I remember now, that time. When Sensei gave me these glasses, she had told me something to what Arkwig said. But there's a subtle difference to what Sensei said and what Arkwig said. What I'm seeing are only lines, and not something as disturbing as death. What are you saying? What I see are just lines where things can be cut. I'm telling you, those lines are the death of the object. Listen, Shiki, everything in existence has an end. There are differences to when, but it's an end nonetheless. Death does not arrive. It is already contained within the object at its creation, and it is bound to happen someday. This is what is called the principle of causality. You've heard of that before, right? As long as something has an origin, it must have an end. When it will end is determined from the beginning. That's its so-called time of death. So, as it already exists from the beginning, it is not impossible for one to see it with their eyes, given that they can comprehend the concept of a time of death, and they have the appropriate circuit in their brain and eyes. That is the truth between those lines, you see. This is nothing more than a general concept, but if I were to theorize, I would say that they are the weakest parts of the joints between the molecules in something, or perhaps a pre-designated switch within the genetic makeup that activates the death of that object. But that doesn't really make sense. I can't see them, so I can't say for sure. But the lines aren't all you can see, are they? I would think there would be points more than lines. That's right. When I first saw Arquid, when I wasn't myself, when I took off my glasses, I could see the usual scribbles and black points where the scribbles seemed to flow from. There were. It only happened that one time, but definitely. I saw black points. There were several on your body, and the black lines flowed between them, joining them up. If I had to make an analogy, I would say they were like blood vessels. I see. The lines where things die easily, and death itself, huh? I'm surprised you stayed alive up until now like this. You must have a very tranquil heart, Shiki. Arkwood says this philosophically. In my own way, I understand what she's saying, but I don't want to believe any of it. What? There's no way that sort of thing exists, let alone me be able to see it. Well, you are seeing it. Usually when you cut off a living being's neck, they die. This means it stops because you've cut it. Conversely, you can say that if you can't cut something's neck, it won't die. This is about me, so just consider it an exception. But in your case, you can ignore the cause. Even against that which is immune to all external effects, you kill first. What is killed then becomes dead. It's not that it stopped because you cut it, but in your case, you stop the object and as a result, it is cut. See? What else can I call you but a monster? You may just call them lines along which something can be cut, but those eyes are more special than those possessed by any other user of supernatural power in history. You, Shiki, have the eyes that can kill anything, just like death itself. I'm at a loss for words. If that really is what I see, just like Arquid is saying, those black lines really are the time of death for all things. Then everything around me is filled with death. So what? If it's all as you say, I should be able to kill even you. Really? Then let's try it. Arquid opens the curtains. The lights are off. The only illumination is the faint moonlight coming in through the window. Come on, it's alright. Try it, seriously. Oh, wait, could it be that you can't see them with those glasses on? Are you sure about this? I take off my glasses. Only to see the lines, of course. At the same time, the room begins to vibe with the black lines. Outside the window, the moon is white. They're difficult to see in the daytime due to the strong sunlight, but under the faint moonlight, I can even see the glow coming from the lines. Amidst them, the lines on Arquid's body are very thin. If I don't concentrate, I lose sight of them altogether. Ah, if I hadn't been killed by you, I don't think you'd be able to see any at all. But right now you can probably see them. You see, although I have no times of death during the night, some do appear during the day. You could kill me because it was during the daytime, but you can see my time of death during nighttime now since I used up a lot of energy to regenerate myself. In other words, I've lost my immortality. So you can cut the lines on my body, Shiki? Let's see. I think I probably could, since the lines are there, but I don't think I could do it so briskly and without hesitation like that time before. I think it'd be hard. The lines keep fading in and out, so I probably couldn't do it unless you're sleeping. You can't, right? That's your biggest weak point. No matter how many deaths you see, you need to trace the line with your own hands. No matter how weak I am right now, my athletic ability isn't so low that I'd be caught by you. I see. Come to think of it, I can't catch agile animals. That means I can't touch their bodies. In other words, even if I could see its lines, I can't kill anything that moves. Ow. I feel a stab of pain run through my head. Looking at the lines gives me a headache, just like it did when I was a child. I put on my glasses and the world returns to normal. Arcuit is staring intensely at me. What? Is there something else? No, that's not it. You can't see the lines if you put on those glasses? Yeah. I got them from someone a long time ago when my eyes first became like this. I am only using the lenses now, but thanks to them I can lead a normal life. Yes, I see. No matter how strong a mind you may have, your only choice when faced with death all the time would be to put out your eyes or go mad. Saying that, Arcuid comes closer. Hey, can I take a look at them? No. These are important to me. I'm not handing them over to you. Come on, I'm not going to break them. I'm just going to look at them. Arcuid creeps closer. I get the feeling she wouldn't be adverse to getting them by force. Uh... Okay. Okay, yes. Arcuid doesn't look like she's going to give up. Fine. Give them back as soon as you're done looking. I hand her my glasses. Why am I purple now? Arcuid stares intently at the glasses, and then looks at me with frightening eyes. Shiki, is the person who made these glasses in this city right now? I don't think she is. It's been 8 years and it seems like she was only here for a week. I see. That's good. I don't have to deal with more. Well, it's probably safer not to deal with Blue in the first place anyway. Arcuid retreats to her thoughts. Arcuid, you know Sensei? I mean the person who made these glasses? I know her. A sorceress. She is one of only 4 of her kind. These glasses are truly a masterpiece. Even I can't break them. Arcuid's face grows even more serious. Wait, you were going to break them? Eh? Did I say that part out loud? I knew it. You were going to break them after all. I retrieved the glasses from Arcuid. Jeez. You're the one who just said I couldn't stay sane without these glasses. Or do you want me to go crazy? That's not what I meant. I just didn't like how you treasured them so much. Hey, listen, you. Jeez. Somebody please tell her how a mind like hers works. Please tell me how a mind like hers works. It's true my memories of Sensei are precious to me, but more importantly I can't live without them. If I were to see the lions 24 hours a day, I think I'd die from the headache before I went mad. I suppose there must be a strain on your brain from being able to see death. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of reason for those eyes of yours, but this is all I can tell you for now. If we get the chance later, I'll go over it more in detail. That's alright. I'm not into long stories anyway. Is that so? Personally, I enjoy talking to other people. Arcoid gives a carefree laugh. It really does seem like she enjoys doing nothing more than talking. She's a yapper. Night descends. Arcoid sits on the bed and we both stare absentmindedly at the clock. It's past 4 in the morning. About an hour until dawn. Just one more hour? Nothing out of the ordinary has happened up until now. And Arcoid shows no signs of tension. We're surrounded by complete tranquility. Somehow I'm beginning to believe that tonight must just end like this. Hey Shiki. Arcoid calls me again. What? I don't have anything else to talk about. Really? But it's just such a waste not to talk now that we're in a situation like this. Listen, how many hours do you think I've had to put up with your nonsense talking? 6 hours. That's making me more tired than keeping watch. Arcoid gives me a dissatisfied glare. That's right. For some reason, Arcoid has been talking to me for 6 hours straight. I told her she should sleep if she was feeling weak, but she replied with, "It's more fun to talk." So in the end, we ended up facing each other and talking the whole time. I just don't know what she's thinking. To top things off, I'm hungry. Come to think of it, my last meal was breakfast, so I haven't eaten for a whole day. Why don't you eat something if you're hungry? We're in a fancy hotel after all, so you can call room service. That's okay. I'd lose my sense of tension if I filled my stomach now. More importantly, shouldn't you be getting something to eat? You're weakened, but you aren't sleeping. You should at least get something to eat. If you're not going to eat, then neither am I. Normal food is meaningful in its own way, but it's boring to eat by myself. Normal food? There's nothing normal or special about. Wait. Arcoid is a vampire. I suppose that her food must mean drinking someone's blood. Or is there? I guess being a vampire, you wouldn't usually consume much except blood. She doesn't look like it, but Arcoid is a vampire. She says vampires need the blood of humans to survive. Then, just how many people has she drained blood from, and how many people has she killed before? I sneak a quick glance at her face. I can't imagine. Even though I know she's a vampire, for some reason I can't imagine her sucking anyone's blood. What? Is there something on my face? She meets my gaze, and I quickly look away. Arcoid continues to stare at me, and then gives a laugh of comprehension. Are you curious? About what? About how many people I've sucked blood from? She's completely read my mind. Arcoid's smile grows even wider, and I don't like it. Well, of course I'm curious. I am helping you, so if I don't know, I won't have any idea about when you might have to change of heart and try to attack me. That would really be a problem. I see, Arcoid says. Well then, here's a question. How many people's blood have I sucked so far? She bounces lightly up from the bed and walks to the window. How many people? That's... Arcoid gives a cheerful smile and silently looks in my direction with an air of delight. Damn it, it's obvious she's trying to provoke me. Fine, I'll answer. Let's see, it has to be... in the hundreds? Sorry, you're off. In the thousands? Nope, that's wrong too. Arcoid laughs like it's funny. Somehow, this feels really frustrating. Damn, then, well, I doubt it's the case, but in the tens? That's wrong too. Oh really? Tens, hundreds, thousands? Do you really see me as that sort of person? That's so mean. That would make me indiscriminate. Am I wrong? Vampires are indiscriminate, aren't they? Even humans get hungry merely by being alive. Then it's a matter of life and death for you. You wouldn't be picky either. Yes, that's true, but... Oh. I don't know why the, backwards sprite is so funny. I haven't tasted blood these last 800 years, nor have I ever killed an ordinary human. Wait, is that true? It's the truth. After all, I'm afraid of sucking blood. Huh? Afraid of sucking blood? You've got to be kidding, right? A vampire that's afraid of sucking blood? Why? I suppose I'm a coward. That's why I'm a failure as a vampire. Arcued grumbles as she looks at the night sky from the window. She stays like that for a long time and continues to look up at the sky. Her white back looks vague, hazed over, as if she was merely an illusion. I see. A failure. I whisper and I feel relieved. Somehow that makes me happy. Of course it's only natural to be relieved, because now I know the person that's standing before me isn't some kind of vicious evil being. For now, if I were to believe what she says, I won't just be killed by her at random. So I'm safe. I'm safe, but I feel like that's not the only reason I'm relieved. Damn it, what's wrong with me? Being relieved over something like this. How can I be happy over something like Arcoid being a failure? Suddenly I feel faint dizziness. Shiki, what's wrong? You're sweating an awful lot. No, it's just this twinge of pain in my head. I realize something with a shock as I reply to Arcued. The window behind Arcued, beyond the glass within the city streets, is still sunken in the darkness of night. A blue crow is looking in my direction. I can do no more than stare at its dim figure through the window. Arcued turns around towards the window too. Huh? Nervsker? Indeed. I have finally found you, princess of the true ancestors. From somewhere a force of will flows into the room. Arcued's eyes are full of enmity. Outside the window, the crow gives a loud, high-pitched scream. This is it. I am heading there right now. The blue crow flies off. All that remains is the dark of night and the white moon. Suddenly, boom! With a heavy noise, the room shakes violently. No, to be more precise, the entire hotel shook from that impact. What the hell? I get up from the bed. Arcued is silent, biting her lip with a vexed expression. Arcued, that's shaking just now. She doesn't answer. Say something. That wasn't an earthquake, was it? If I had to guess, it felt more like someone had driven a large dump truck into the hotel lobby at full speed. It was that kind of impact. Arcued. She doesn't answer. If I listen closely, I can hear noise from downstairs. Arcued's face is grave. She said she was powerless right now. That's probably why she's not saying anything. Only time passes by. 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes after the impact, but the hotel is awfully quiet. Arcued remains silent and still, just biting her lip as if withstanding something. I can see a trail of red blood slowly flowing down from her lip. Arcued. Is she worried? Frustrated? She remains still, almost as if she's embracing herself, bearing with something. She said she wouldn't leave the room. Then, what am I here for? Actually, we've been going for like an hour and a half now. I don't know how long this part is, but it seems a bit longer than the others, so... I think I'll just stop here today, and then next time we play we'll leave off from here. Since it's been a bit, we got a lot of info dumping and a lot of lore, so I think that's a good place to stop for now. So, goodbye. I'll see you guys next time.